So you didn't shoot that woman because she was looking at you. But actually, it's hard to shoot somebody when they're looking at you, right? I mean, it is.
It's hard to shoot somebody anyway.
Right.
Oto Dylan Roof. 17 czerwca 2015 roku udał się on do świątyni afrykańskiego kościoła metodystyczno-episkopalnego w mieście Charleston w stanie Południowa Karolina i w jego wnętrzu postrzelił 10 znajdujących się tam czarnoskórych osób. Po dokonaniu tego czynu zbiegł z miejsca zdarzenia. Wkrótce po tym incydencie, który uznano za zbrodnię nienawiści, rozpoczęto obławę na Dylana Roofa, do której przyłączyło się również FBI. 21-letni wówczas Roof został zatrzymany następnego ranka, gdy stał w korku w swoim samochodzie niemal 400 km dalej w miejscowości Shelby w Karolinie Północnej. Miejscowa policja oddała go w ręce agentów FBI, którzy jeszcze tego samego dnia rozpoczęli jego przesłuchanie. W tym materiale przyjrzymy się najważniejszym fragmentom tej właśnie rozmowy. Śledczy standardowo rozpoczynają ją od przedstawienia przesłuchiwanemu jego praw.
Anything that you say can be used as evidence against you in a criminal case. You have the right to speak to an attorney before or after questioning, or have an attorney present with you during questioning. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, one can be appointed for you and one would be obtained for you. If you're willing to discuss the offense under investigation or without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop questioning at any time or speak to an attorney before answering any other questions. Do you understand that? Put your initials there.
Detektywi rozpoczynają rozmowę od zadawania bardzo ogólnych i niezwiązanych bezpośrednio ze sprawą pytań. Ma to na celu uzyskanie podstawowej wiedzy o przesłuchiwanym, ale w głównej mierze sprawdzenie, jakie jest jego nastawienie do śledczych oraz całej sytuacji. Posiadając taką wiedzę, detektywi mogą następnie obrać optymalną strategię w przesłuchiwaniu podejrzanego.
You're from South Carolina, right? You lived there your whole life? Where'd you go to school?
Yes. In Lexington, South Carolina. White Knoll High School, but then I went to Dreer High School in Columbia, but then I dropped out of it and went to online school, and then I dropped out of online school, and then I just got a GED. That's it.
Where in Columbia did you live? Did you live with your mom or your dad, or?
Yes. In Eastover.
Okay. Was that your mom or your?
Well, that's my mom's boyfriend's house, but I mean I lived there.
Okay.
But lately, I've been living, at my dad's house too a little bit. So.
Okay. Where's he live?
He lives right in Columbia, right downtown.
Okay.
Widząc, iż przesłuchiwany otwarcie i bez większego wahania odpowiada na stawiane mu pytania, detektyw zakłada, iż może stosunkowo szybko przejść do właściwej części rozmowy. Rozpoczyna ją od zadania bezpośredniego pytania o to, co zdarzyło się poprzedniego wieczora.
Well, can you tell us about what happened last night?
Well, yeah, I went to that church in Charleston, and I did it.
You did what?
Mimo iż Dylan Roof otwarcie odpowiadał na wcześniejsze pytania, to natychmiastowe udzielenie odpowiedzi na tak bezpośrednio zadane pytanie dotyczące bądź co bądź straszliwych wydarzeń z zeszłego wieczora nie jest już takie proste. Ponadto oficer FBI momentalnie dopytuje go o nazwanie wprost po imieniu czynu, którego się dopuścił. Takie oświadczenie ze strony przesłuchiwanego rozwiewa wszelkie wątpliwości co do charakteru omawianego czynu, a ponadto wytrąca z ręki przyszłego adwokata podejrzanego potencjalny argument, mówiący, iż jego klient wcale nie przyznał się konkretnie do postrzelenia swoich ofiar.
I know it's tough sometimes to say.
It's not that I don't want to say it because I don't want to make myself seem guilty. I just don't really like saying it.
But I know sometimes we have to face those things, the realities.
We don't want to put any words in your mouth. That's why.
Right.
That's why Agent Stansbury just was asking you what it exactly is that you did do.
Well, I killed him. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know how many people or anything like that.
So did you shoot him?
Yes.
What kind of gun did you use?
A Glock 45.
Okay. Was that your gun or
Yes, I bought it from the gun store.
which gun store did you buy that from?
Shooter's Choice.
Shoot in West Columbia, Shooter's Choice.
Well, it's in Columbia. I'm not sure what.
Swiss. But
Yeah.
the one, they got the indoor gun range there.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I've never used it. But yes, they have one. I think.
Okay, so it's a
How long ago did you purchase that, the weapon?
It's July.
yeah.
July.
No, it's June. We're in
June
June
right
right
now.
now.
It's June.
Oh, it's June. Okay. Probably like 2 months ago.
About 2 months ago?
Yeah.
So you just turned 21, right?
Right.
So it was like it was for your birthday or?
No, I bought it when I turned 21.
Yeah. So, that's good. So all right. So going back to the church, you pulled out the gun and you shot him, started shooting people, or how? I mean, how?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, so do you know how many people you shot?
If I was gonna guess, five, maybe. I'm really not sure exactly.
Well,
4, 5. I'm not sure.
did you say anything to them before or after or during?
No, I didn't say anything to them before anything.
Before? What about after?
Well, I think like during I said like don't talk to me or something like that, you know.
Like while you were shooting?
Well, they're like in the middle, you know. But I didn't really talk to them.
Okay.
How long were you at the church before you actually, before you pulled your weapon out and you said yourself you shot, you think maybe 5 or so people? How long were you at the church before you decided that you were going to do that?
Well, I just went in the church, you know, and then I sat down with them for like maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Could have been 20, it could have been 10, but I think it was probably around 15.
Were they having a meeting or something? Or?
No, this was a Bible study class.
So you knew the Bible study class was going to happen?
Yes, because I had went there before and I asked them.
Okay, so you've been to the church before?
Well, not in it.
But outside and said, when do you have Bible study? Or?
Well, yeah, I just saw somebody get into their car and I asked them.
Zeznanie Ruffa, w którym opowiada on, że był już wcześniej pod tym samym kościołem i dopytywał się o terminy odbywających się tam spotkań, może stanowić bardzo ważny dowód w całej sprawie. Takie oświadczenie potwierdza bowiem jednoznacznie fakt, iż cała akcja została przez niego przygotowana i działał on z premedytacją. Wyklucza to jednocześnie możliwość postępowania pod wpływem jakiegoś impulsu, czy też dokonania zbrodni w afekcie. Następnie śledczy dopytują o kolejne szczegóły popełnionego przestępstwa.
Right before, or when you pulled out your gun and started to shoot, or right before, did you remember what you said, or if you said anything to the people when you pulled? Because I mean,
oh no, I didn't.
If you suddenly pulled out a gun and I'm like,
right, that's what I did. I didn't say anything to them before I pulled it out.
did they?
Not even one word. I didn't say anything to them.
Did they see or anybody react to you as you pulled the gun out, or were you already shooting before they knew what was happening?
I mean, they reacted after I shot.
Yeah,
Right, we understand
yeah.
Right.
I guess my question, and it might have been a bad question, I was just trying to figure out, if I suddenly found out a gun, but if I pulled a gun out and everybody saw it, people might start to run or
Oh,
whatever.
no, it was very fast. It was not like I was like, you know, it was like quick motion.
So can you show what were you sitting down and you did it, or did you stand up or what?
Yeah, I was sitting down the first,
Can you show me like what you did? I mean,
yeah, it was just like, you know,
did you like this or just,
yeah, like, you know,
and just started shooting it
yeah.
at people? And we'll go back and I'll ask you some more questions.
See, I had it in a bag.
It was in the bag.
The bag's there, I dropped it.
You dropped
it
the
was a
bag?
black. Look, it was like a thing you can buy at a sporting goods thing, you know, for military people to hook on their whatever, their vest or whatever. But I just put it in my belt, and I had all my magazines and the gun in there. when I walked in the church, this thing was right on me, in front of me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, they're gonna see it, you know. And obviously they did, because I mean, this thing is big, it's heavy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's got, what, 7 magazines, and I put 11 bullets in each magazine. They can hold 13, but I didn't want any it to jam or anything like that. So, you know, but anyway, it's still really heavy. Anyway, they saw it, but I just sat down because I guess they just didn't say anything, you know. And then I was sitting there and I was like, you know, just thinking about whether I should do it or not. You know, and that's why I was sitting there for 15 minutes, just like, you know, like, because I know I could have just walked out, you know, because they didn't say anything to me about what, you know, the thing on my belt. So I could have walked out, you know, and that's what I was just thinking, you know. But then I just, you know, like, it just, like, I don't know, it's like, not, you want to say spur of the moment, but, you know, I just finally decided I had to do it. And that's pretty much it.
Well, that goes to the next question. Why did you have to do it?
Oh, I had to do it.
How come? I mean, that's what I don't want to know. I mean,
Well, I had to do it because somebody had to do something. Because, you know, black people are killing white people every day on the streets. And they rape white women, 100 white women a day. That's an FBI statistic from 2005. You know, that's 10 years ago. It might even be more now, who knows. It sounds unrealistic, but you break it down, that's 2 a state. It's really not unrealistic at all. It could probably be more. You know, the fact of the matter is, what I did is so minuscule to what they're doing to white people every day, all the time. And just because that doesn't get on the news doesn't mean it's not happening. You know, everybody knows that the news is biased for black people. You know, we can pretend it's not, but we know it is.
Dylan, when you said you had to do this, so basically what you're...
I had to do it because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is brave enough to do anything about it, you know.
Because you said you'd never been in that church before.
Right.
But you said as you were driving by once, and correct me if I'm wrong, you saw somebody getting into the car, so you asked...
Oh yeah, I was walking.
Okay, you were walking, and you saw somebody getting into a car, so you asked about a Bible study, is that correct?
No, I just asked them, I said, when's the church service? You know, and then she told me the church service and the Bible study or something like that, in the Times or something, I guess.
Was that an African-American woman or white woman?
Yes. Well, this is an African Methodist Episcopal. Is that what AME stands for? I think that's what it stands for. I'm not really
so
sure.
that's why you went
Is that why you chose that church?
Oh, yes.
Because you were looking for African Americans.
Right. I wasn't going to go to another church, you know, because there could have been white people there.
So you didn't want to kill any white people or shoot any
Oh,
white people.
no.
You just wanted to black people.
Right. You know.
Takie oświadczenie przesłuchiwanego jedynie potwierdza fakt, że cała akcja została przez niego dokładnie zaplanowana i przeprowadzona z pełną świadomością. Ponadto wypowiedziane przez niego słowa świadczą o tym, iż popełniony czyn był w istocie zbrodnią nienawiści. Nazywamy tak akt przemocy wynikający z antyspołecznych uprzedzeń oprawcy wobec swojej ofiary, ze względu na jej przynależność do jakiejś grupy społecznej, czy też jej rasę. W tym przypadku mieliśmy do czynienia ze zbrodnią na tle rasistowskim wymierzoną w czarnoskórych.
When you first walked in and they were having a Bible study, did anybody even acknowledge you or say anything or say, you know,
Yeah, they
sit
did.
down?
They gave me a sheet.
So they welcomed you. These people did.
Right, but I mean, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't say anything to them. They just handed me the sheet, pretty much. You know, there wasn't that many people there. I think there was only like 8 people there.
So when you walked in, there were 8 people. Was it in the main sanctuary? Was it in what do you recall when you walked in? There were 8 people. Where were they all positioned? Were they
Just around like tables.
around tables?
Yeah, it wasn't in the sanctuary.
Okay. So you walked in, and you
Right,
said
and I was walked over here, and they gave me a sheet.
little sheet, and you said you put your bag down on the ground. Is that what you said?
Oh no!
Or you had the bag on you?
Yeah, the bag was on me.
Okay,
I dropped the bag afterwards, like as I was leaving.
I got you.
So you had the bag on you. It's about when you finally thought, no, I've got to do this. I've got to you know, you came here to do it, and you told yourself you had a thought. You had a thought about leaving, right?
Yes, I did.
But then you said, no, I'm here. I got to do it.
Right.
And so you pulled your gun out of the bag. How many magazines did you have in your bag?
8.
Yeah, 8.
But one was in the gun.
Yeah, so you had
7 in the bag.
7 in the bag. Okay. So, how many times did you reload?
All the times.
So you went through all 8 magazines.
Yes. No. Actually, no. I went through 7 magazines, and I took 1 magazine with me, which is still in the gun.
And where's the gun at now?
Well, it wasn't my car when they arrested me.
When they arrested, so the gun.
And I told them about it.
And it's got one loaded magazine. So you shot through. You had essentially, I said you put like 10 or 11 bullets in each magazine. So,
Right.
so the gun wouldn't malfunction with misfeed or whatever, right?
Right.
And so you reloaded, you shot and reloaded 7 times, or am I right? One of the magazine, and reloaded, yeah, because the last one you took with you. You shot
Right.
one that was in there, shot it, went through 6 more magazines shooting, and then
Right.
reloaded. Did you? So, but by that time, I mean, people that were already down, did you walk up and shoot them that had already, went to the
Well,
fellas
see,
down?
it was sort of complicated because they were all like under the tables. You see what I'm saying? It's not like I was like going around shooting people that were already dead or anything like that. It's just when I shot a magazine, it's like I just went pop, 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 pop. You see what I'm saying? Like at one person. You see what I'm saying?
So when you started shooting, I guess you say you were so quick shooting, it was like maybe they didn't even see where it was coming from at
Right.
first.
Well,
and
the
they all-
first shots.
and they all dove under the table.
Right. Everybody knew it.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
And then you went around the tables just shooting them.
No, not exactly. Because there's some people that I didn't shoot. I think there was 2 people that I didn't even shoot at all. Like one woman was over here, and I didn't even shoot her at all. Because she was like looking at me and stuff. I
Well,
didn't shoot.
So you didn't shoot that one woman because she was looking at you. But I understand, it's hard. It's hard to shoot somebody when they're looking at you, right? I mean, it is.
It's hard to shoot somebody anyway.
Right. But the other people, so were they shooting them in the back or just wherever they were, however they were?
Right, just however they were laying, I guess.
Like multiple times. So the first magazine, if I'm reading right, you pull out, you just start shooting. You go through that very quick. Everybody dives under the table.
Right.
You then reload the magazine. Do you like just get up and start going around? There's people under the table just shooting.
Yeah, but I was sort of pacing around, because I was like freaking out a little bit too. You know what I mean? It's not. There was pauses in between, and I was thinking about, what I should do and stuff. But I guess in a way, I guess you could say that's what I was doing.
But did anybody try and run, or did it
No,
fall under the table?
see, I thought everybody was going to try to run out the door, but nobody did. They all went under the table.
And nobody charged you to try and stop you.
No.
All right, and we'll come back more. But so you go through the one woman you didn't shoot at all. She looked at you, and then there was another person you said you didn't shoot at all. Was that a woman or a man or?
Yeah, I think it was a woman.
Okay. And did she look at you too, or?
No, she wasn't looking.
Why didn't you shoot?
I mean, she might have got shot. I'm not saying she didn't get shot, but I'm saying I didn't aim at her and shoot.
Okay. Was there a reason why you didn't aim at her and shoot?
No, I can't really say a reason.
Okay. So after you shoot, do you leave all your magazines laying on the ground?
Yes.
Except for you put a fresh one in, so your 8th magazine you load.
Right.
So you leave the bag there. You've got the gun. What do you do next?
Well, then I leave.
Right. Well, I mean, but you go out the door and
The same door I came.
Okay. And where did you go to? I mean, where's your
I
car?
went to my car.
And where had you parked at?
Right by the door.
Just out on the street, or is there a parking lot?
Literally right by the store.
So
In
you-
a parking space.
But anyway, so you go and you get your car, and you get and leave. So where do you go?
Well, to be honest, I was in absolute awe that there was nobody out there after I had shot that many bullets. I was like,
Right.
oh my God, what are these cops doing? They're not even really doing their job. If you hear how many shots, I don't know how many shots that was. What is it? 7 times 11. 77. And there's not even a cop outside. So obviously, when I walked out that door, I peeked out the door. Because I thought there was going to be somebody there ready to shoot me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's really why I had the last magazine. Is not to shoot cops, it's so I could shoot myself. You see what I'm saying? When I saw a cop.
So you had it. So if the law enforcement would have showed up, you were going to go ahead and just.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ever shoot at a cop. I was going to shoot myself. But anyway, like I said, there was no cop. So I just got in my car and then I just drove out of Charleston.
Kamery znajdujące się przy kościele, w którym Dylan Roof dopuścił się tego straszliwego czynu, zarejestrowały zarówno moment jego przybycia, jak i opuszczenia miejsca zbrodni. Oto wybrane fragmenty tych nagrań.
So is it safe to say, you don't like black people?
Well, I don't like what black people do.
Okay, that's fair. What black people as a race do, right? Is that what you're saying? Or in America, or the whole world, or what?
In America, in Europe, there's a whole bunch of black people in Europe now doing the same things.
So what you did, I mean, this shooting was all about because they were black. It wasn't, I mean, that's why, I mean, I know because, and let me make sure I'm clear on this, you've already said, if it wouldn't have been black people in that church, you would have never walked in there and shot them.
Śledczy zadają takie pytania, aby utwierdzić się w przekonaniu, że to właśnie uprzedzenia wobec czarnoskórych i chęć wyrządzenia im krzywdy były jedynymi motywami popełnionej przez Dylana Roofa zbrodni. W szczególności jednym z zadań detektywów jest wykluczenie ponad wszelką wątpliwość możliwości istnienia jeszcze innych motywów.
Right, well, obviously I realize that these people, they're at church, they're not criminals or anything, but that's not because the criminal black people kill innocent white people every day.
So what was your point then? What point were you trying to make? You said right there, these people were in church, they were innocent.
Right.
But what was the point of targeting them?
Because I just knew that would be a place where there would be at least a small amount of black people, in one area.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I thought about going to like a black festival or something like that, but they got security and stuff, and you got to wait for the date. You can't do it whenever you're ready.
So we're understanding you correctly. You specifically did your homework, obviously, because you were quoting statistics earlier. You did research, so you specifically chose an area where there would be all African Americans there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself a white supremacist? I know sometimes that's hard, but the white people are superior.
I'm a white nationalist.
A white nationalist.
I'm a white supremacist.
Okay.
What's your definition of the two then? Because you said you're not a white supremacist, you're a white nationalist. What's in your mind? What's the difference?
How about this? I do consider myself a white supremacist. Sure.
And
White people are superior. That's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, right? The white race is superior to all the other races. And so you're
No. I don't think there's, like, for example, you got East Asian people. They got hierarchies than white people. I don't have a problem admitting that. It's just the facts.
So as a white supremacist, it's only to certain races.
Right. Well, like, white people are superior to blacks or Hispanics. But then you got white Hispanics. So,
Yeah.
or Indians. Arabs, Southeast Asians. Only other races probably about equal to white people would be like East Asians. Like Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, people like that.
But as a white supremacist, you still think that you still think the white race is superior to East Asians, even though they have a higher IQ. You said the higher IQ than
I think
Caucasians.
maybe in general, yes. I mean, because we've invented a lot more stuff than them. But they're good at improving on our inventions.
Sure, but in your mind, the white race is the dominant race.
No, I don't think the white race is the dominant race. I wish it was, though. You know, I think it should be. That's the problem.
Do you think, like what you did last night, do you think that helps to maybe, are you trying to start a revolution to where other people say, hey, it's time to stand up, and if everybody does this? You know what, you understand what I'm saying?
I'm not delusional. I don't think, if it's something like what I've done could start like a race war or anything like that, but...
But I mean, would you like that? I mean, would that help?
Well, a race war would be pretty terrible,
Yeah.
People dying all the time.
Yeah, it would.
But, I'd rather just, just be able to, like, reinstate segregation or something like that, without there having to be a race war.
Do you have any remorse?
Oh, I think it's too soon.
What about regrets?
Yeah, I'd say so.
What do you regret?
Oh, it's, I regret doing it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But part of you is glad you did it. Still, I kind of sense that from you, right? I mean, part of you. So you're proud. I mean, you're part. I mean, part of you.
No,
Is
because like I said, I don't really know exactly what I've done. I don't.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how many people are killed or anything.
And how many do you think anybody died? I mean,
I think.
or do you
Yeah, I
know?
think somebody died.
I mean, how do you know? I mean, you
I
wouldn't know.
don't know for sure.
How-
That's
what
the
do you-
problem.
I mean, did you shoot anybody in the head?
No, I don't think I did.
Was it all?
Intentionally, I didn't. I intentionally didn't shoot anybody.
Were you aiming down the sights, or were you just shooting, pointing and shooting?
Right, I was just pointing. But I didn't aim anybody's head.
But getting back to his question, if I were to tell you that yes, there are dead people, do you regret that? Or mission accomplished? You said it was something you had to do, so it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of one or the other,
No, it isn't one or the other. It isn't.
To, czy osoba winna żałuje dokonania danego czynu, jest często w Stanach Zjednoczonych bardzo istotną kwestią w kontekście dalszego procesu oraz wydawanego wyroku. Osoby, które szczerze żałują dopuszczenia się przestępstwa, zwłaszcza w sytuacji, gdy nie było ono popełnione z premedytacją, mogą przy pomocy adwokata nierzadko liczyć na znaczne złagodzenie wyroku.
So if I told you 9 people died last night, how would that make you feel?
I wouldn't believe you.
It was 9.
There wasn't even 9 people there.
It was just a little bit over 9. But it's hard when you're looking at the tables to judge people.
Because you said when you went in there, you said it could have been 6, 8. You really weren't certain,
Are you guys lying to me?
No, we're not.
8 people were dead at the scene. 2 were rushed to the hospital. So I guess it was 10 people were shot. Actually had gunshot injuries. It's my understanding. The 9th person died at the hospital, but 8 people were dead on the scene. They showed up. So how do you feel?
In all honesty.
Well, it makes me feel bad.
But also, but as critical symbol, I mean, your mission was to kill black people, and I mean, you killed 9 black people. I guess the question I'm asking, you've said it, I just wonder, are you guilty of this? Would you consider this a crime? Yes. And you're guilty? We'll say it again?
I am guilty. We all know I'm guilty.
Here's the thing. The reason why he'll say that, and he asks you to, we don't ever want to put words in your mouth. We're not going to.
Right,
We're not
I
going
know
to make.
you need me to say it. I get it.
And part of what we want to know, and part of what we're asking these questions, is we want to know: is there somebody else involved? Is there somebody, that nurtures you and like led you down this path, or was this just Dylan? Did Dylan just come up with this all on his own, as you said, or is there somebody else there that's recruiting, training, and getting paid and saying, "Hey, let's go do this"?
No. I mean, it's pretty much just it sounds lame. I don't really like to say it, but it's pretty much just the internet. All the information's there for you.
Śledczy, stawiając takie pytania, chcą się w pierwszej kolejności upewnić, że żadna osoba trzecia nie brała bezpośredniego udziału w popełnionej zbrodni. Niemniej ważną rzeczą jest jednak także sprawdzenie, czy za danym przestępstwem nie stoi jakaś grupa osób, organizacja czy nawet pojedyncze persony, które mogłyby mieć przynajmniej pośredni wpływ na jej realizację, na przykład poprzez instruowanie, szerzenie nienawiści wobec konkretnych grup, czy chociażby samo namawianie do popełnienia bezprawnych czynów.
Other than the movie that you watched, that Britain movie, we talked about American History X, which you said is not a good movie. Are there specific books that you've read about this subject matter?
Books?
Articles, magazines, authors?
I've never really read any books. I haven't even read, Mein Kampf or anything like that,
Was there anything that you read, music that you listened to, videos that you watched to help you get into the mindset to carry this out?
Was there anything that happened that long ago? Or was like
No,
a movie
no.
or something you read or that said, "Hey, you know what?"
No, it's just an accumulation.
I mean, was anything else going on beyond the Trayvon? I mean, there's been a lot of high-profile incidents
You
across
got
the
all
country.
other things happening too. I just said Trayvon Martin because that was just the very
That was
first.
the beginning.
Right.
And when you're talking about the different incidents.
I mean, I don't care about Trayvon Martin or anything like that. That's just what made me start.
What are some of the other things that have happened since then that got your attention, I guess?
Well, like the Ferguson thing, that I really didn't pay too much attention to because by the time that happened, I'm already completely awake. You see what I'm saying? I don't even really need to pay attention to it anymore because I already understand it. You see what I'm saying?
Understand what?
Once you already understand what's going on, I don't even need to watch the news because I already know what's happening.
That's what I want to understand. You're saying you're completely awake and you understand what's going on.
It's being racially aware. That's a real thing.
Racially aware of what?
Racially aware in itself. That's where you view everything that happens ever through a racial lens.
And that's what you do?
Yes, you have to view everything through a racial lens. Everything that happens, because that's how black people think. Black people, from the day they're born, are racially aware, but white people aren't, because we're brainwashed not to be. But I am, because it sounds corny.
No,
when you
no,
say-
I'm
when
listening
you
to what you're
say
saying.
woke up,
No,
you're saying that sounds corny,
we-
but I guess that's the only way to put it.
We understand what you're saying, but where did you learn this? I mean, I know you say the internet, but are there sites? I mean, what inspired you to go, I got to research
Because
this?
Dylan, believe me when I tell you, and Michael and I have interviewed many people and with each other, and you're an intelligent individual. And the bottom line is the fact that you make maybe grades at a school or things like that don't reflect it, but you're an intelligent person. The fact that you're able to read and comprehend and maintain specific knowledge, you're highly aware. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
And I did want to put, obviously, I don't think I asked that question. I usually do. You said you got your GED. You can read and write.
Right.
Yeah, because you had to. I mean, that's the question. I was like, well, could you read and
Right.
write? Of course. I mean, I knew you, but you can't. You said you could.
You're saying you said that black people are basically racially aware from the time they're born, but white people are asleep.
From the day black people are born, they're viewing everything that happens to them through a racial lens. That's why they get offended so easy. Sometimes a white person might do something to a black person, and the black person will think it's racist even when the white person wasn't even thinking about race, because the black person's viewing this is a white person. You see what I'm saying? This is a white person talking to me. They're always thinking like that.
Sure.
You can ask a black person, they'll probably admit it to you. That's how they think. But white people don't think like that. But eventually they'll have to. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to become a minority eventually, if nothing, if nobody does anything.
And that's what led up to yesterday, correct?
Yes, I guess.
Is that what you mean by does anything? Like what you did? I mean, because I guess that's.
Well, I mean, does anything? It doesn't even have to be violent.
Well,
just
like
do something.
What are you looking for? Like what are you looking for somebody to do?
Do something. I mean, have some kind of movement, something standing up for white people. Nothing. There's nothing. In Europe or America. You know what I mean?
Have any black people ever done anything specifically to you, other than what you see going on around you in the world, in your perception of it, right? Have any of them ever done anything specifically to you? Have harmed you? Or,
Oh, no. I mean, I think, one time probably a black person stole something from me, but, that wasn't a big deal. You see what I'm saying? A black person's never done anything to me personally that made me dislike black people.
Right.
Did your dad ever ask it before you went to Charleston? Did you speak to him? Did he ever ask, "Hey, I want you to bring the gun back," or "I don't want you to I want the gun"? Did he ask anything like that?
Well, yeah, I think he did.
Why would he ask for the gun back? What would be the reason for it? Did he help you pay for it? Did he give you money towards it? Because if somebody asks for something back, then they obviously have a vested interest in that object. You know what I mean?
So did he give you $400? I guess that's the question we wanted to know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not illegal for me to give you $400 as a gift. I mean, I give my kids stuff too. I mean,
why are you guys asking me this? You're not trying to get somebody else in trouble.
Not at all.
I did.
no. Here's what you have to understand.
We're trying to understand.
We really, honestly, as you said, you have a story. We're trying to get the whole story because you got to understand. Everyone's going to want to know what was every piece, what does every step have. One, we need to be able to walk out here with confidence and say, no. For that, I guarantee you, the very first question is there anybody else involved? That's what we're going to be asked, and we need to be able to, with confidence, say no, based on our interview and talk with Dylan. Nobody else was involved. He acted alone. Here's why he did it. Here's what he did. So they're going to ask us these questions. That's why we ask you. I could sit there. We could speculate on what we know, or what we've been told, or what we don't. But until you tell us it is or it isn't, that's the only way we're going to know for sure.
You said you went out there because someone had to do it.
Right.
You said you had to do it.
Right.
You had to kill black people because of all the crimes and atrocities being committed against white people by black people. Those were your words.
Right.
So now that that's been done,
Right.
what now? That's what the people, what now? Now that you actually,
now?
yeah.
And that depends on the other people. You see what I'm saying? I already did what I did. I can't say what happens now. I don't know.
So do you hope other people emulate you and go forward? I mean, and that's
I wouldn't say that.
would you want that? Was that in your thought process? If I do this and I'm successful, then other people might get the courage to do it too.
I wouldn't know. I don't think that was in my thought process at all. I was never thinking, if I go shoot people, other people are going to go shoot people. No, not at all. I think more, if I go shoot people, then it'll just cause more agitation.
That's what you thought. It would cause more agitation. So your deal. So is it like if
To
we
agitate race relations.
to make it worse?
Right.
So that was ultimately your goal was to make race relations worse, right?
Right. I mean, I guess that's one of my goals.
One
I
of-
guess. I don't know.
What does that accomplish by making it worse?
Well, it causes friction, and then, it could lead to a race war. But like I said,
So are you hoping that basically you're hoping that white people will rise up and become aware through what you did?
yes, and that doesn't mean that I want white people to rise up and kill all.
No, but you want them to be aware.
I just want them to do something, for themselves.
But
Stop what's happening to them, and they don't even know what's happening to them.
and obviously
It doesn't mean you have to kill black people. Just just make things better.
But in your mind, making things better, right? As you said in the very beginning, going back to segregation, white people white people would need to be running the country, right?
Yeah, sure.
11 stycznia 2017 roku Dylan Roof został skazany za swoją zbrodnię na karę śmierci. Od 22 kwietnia 2017 roku przebywa w placówce USP Ter Haute, gdzie oczekuje na wykonanie egzekucji poprzez dożylne podanie śmiertelnej dawki trucizny.